can. And that big brother Bri fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Bri, or you can call him Big Brother Bri. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But Bri, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother Bri fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building. Tune in to Big Brother Bri, or you can call him Big Brother Bri. What's poppin' on the latest eps for the live feeds? He got what you need. Just to make a long story short, you don't fuck with him, you don't fuck with me, cause he running shit like a relay. You can catch him on replay, but it's so live when he go live. All facts, no lie. When it comes to that BB fam, you know I gotta support mine. If you come with that disrespect, wonky at your neck like bow tie. Anybody wanna step to us, then I wear them up like boat rides. But Bri, I swear that he's a big brother almanac. You ain't even got a second guess, he come with all the facts. I ain't even playing, so tune in if you can. And that big brother Bri fam, proud to say I'm part of that. Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building, Triple B up in the building, King up in the building, whole team up in the building. We up in the building.
Hey everybody. Welcome. Good evening to all. Let me fix my tripod here, sorry. Alright, there we go. I thought I had fixed it, and it is now fixed. Hello. So, welcome to all. Good evening. Hope you had a good day. Thursday, so we have eviction day. There's that. Okay, organization. First off, I'd like to thank King Legend. I'm proud to play that anthem again. Proud to play that theme. Proud to play that opening theme that he produced for me. And means a lot. Because when he made that for me, it was a shock. It was a surprise. It was a gift. And yeah, there was someone else associated with that. But I'm still proud to use that song because it's King's creation. Those are King's words. And he showed respect and love last night after my show on Twitter. He was kind enough to put up a GIF that I certainly appreciated and understood. Thanked him for it, and I told him why I had not been playing the theme. And he told me he made it for me and for my show. He said it is mine, and he would want me to play it. He said, of course. And thank you, King. I do appreciate it, man. You do not realize how much I appreciate it. It means a lot because it's a theme helps to give a channel its identity. I don't like borrowing Bobby Roode's theme, even though it is a nice theme. It's a great theme. It's but it's not my own. It's not something that is unique to me. And the theme that you made for me is unique to me and my channel. It even includes Wonky. Around your neck like a bow tie. And keep in mind, she's a mod in this room. And there is truth to that being around your neck like a bow tie. So I would just ask kindly for any of those folks that are here that are wishing to ask questions about last night's show, that are wishing to get answers or more information or wish to dig for more. I'm going to disappoint you folks that are looking for more when it comes to last night's show. And I'm not going to explain the actions I took today of apologizing publicly to, on Twitter at least, to Swaggy and Bailey, to Chris Williams and to Bailey Dayton. I'm saying here right now on this channel, I apologize. And I do mean that. I said many out-of-pocket things. I banged the drum for someone else because I was very mistaken. If people find issue with me by my taking that stance and apologizing for my own actions, it's my choice to apologize to anyone that I wish to apologize to for any reason I wish to apologize to them. If a person has a problem with that, that's your problem, not mine. Okay? If they accept the apology, I'm grateful. But I understand if they don't. Because I was part of the pile-on. I didn't do it on Twitter. I didn't pile on them on Twitter. but I verbally said a few things here on this channel. More than one occasion. Making jokes about the three options. Making jokes about, this and that. I never made fun of anything that was, well, I never made fun of a specific event that some of you know what I'm speaking of, and the other person did not make fun of that specific event. I'll make that clear. Everybody knows that he did not make fun of that event. I'm not saying the name, so I'm not putting the name in my mouth, okay? So please don't go ahead and stand on your porch and make another video and say that I put your name in my mouth. I didn't. Okay? But I'll just say that I reflected again. Further. Not again, but further. This is still a process. I am looking at a lot of things, and I am understanding things now. All I've ever gone by is one side of the story. Until recently. And now, I realize even now, as a 46-year-old man, I'm a weak-minded motherfucker. I can be a very naive, weak-minded individual. I own that. You can call me a crazy. It's not really cool to call people crazy and make fun of mental illness when you know that that person has a diagnosis of mental illness. That kind of lumps you in with certain political figures and other folks that are known to make fun of those with disabilities or maladies or whatever it may be. That's, I figured, well, the first thing coming after me is with the fat stuff. Oh, okay. He's maybe going to be type 2 diabetic and die of a heart attack. Okay, well, yeah, come with me at that, too. Okay, now you came with me with the crazy. All right. Yeah. So I'm not going to defend myself, because I don't need to defend myself for anything that I apologize for. I'm not going to apologize for apologizing. Fuck that. I saw the error in my friggin' ways, and I trying to take steps to correct that and not make that mistake again. Even at 46, at middle age, well, it's not middle age, fuck, I'm not going to be 90, I know that. Shit, I'll be lucky if I get to 50. I'm owning that too. So go ahead and make jokes. Go ahead and make jokes. I'll be dead in 2 years. Okay, go ahead. Make the jokes. Maybe it's true. Okay? And then you can laugh about it then. That's fine. Go ahead. I'll be dead. I won't care. But you just have to understand that that's when you do that, you lose more credibility. Every syllable that comes out of your mouth. And you rolled somebody right under the bus. Man. Right under the bus. But no, really, back to it. Chris Williams, Swaggy C. Bailey Dayton. I am sorry. Sincerely sorry. I'm not looking for, again, this is not a clout chase. This is not a reach for subs, and this is not a reach for ratings or a reach for. Actually, I'm not monetized on this channel. And if you noticed, last night's show I did not put over on my other channel where I could monetize it. So this isn't a matter of trying to get an extra half a cent an hour or whatever the fuck it is that YouTube pays. That's cool. I mean, they give you whatever it is in ad revenue. It adds up to like $2.50, $3 a month, or whatever the hell it is. So it's not that, folks. It's a matter of being a grown-up, realizing what you've done is, or certain things that you feel you've done are wrong, and you try to correct it. And I don't need to explain myself to any of you. That's it. So those of you that have dissenting thoughts, you can place them in the chat. You're free to do that. Your First Amendment rights are there to put that. But be careful of how you say it and what you say, because I don't want disruptions in this room. I've asked my mods to remove those of you that wish to create a problem. If you push things, I've told them to give you enough rope to hang yourself. I will not address these things on Twitter. I will address things on Twitter as I feel I need to. I'm not going to do it. And when I say something on Twitter, it's because it's what I want to do. And I will not apologize or explain why I make an apology, other than just saying it's my choice. Period. With that said, that's it for that. And let's talk some Big Brother. I want to welcome all that are in here. I don't want to go through the names just yet, but I know there are quite a few people here that are the regulars, and I will get to those in the chat shortly. But I want to give you the update. Mark is your new head of household. He won the Q&A regarding days in the Big Brother house as to when a specific statement was made. Those statements, by the way, if you were not watching the episode or have not seen it yet, the questions were done, in a booth style, the standard QA booth, standing booth style, where each of the players had to put, with numbered placards in front of them, the day that a specific recording of a house guest was said. The recording, however, was kind of modified to make the house guest sound drunk, which I thought was a great idea. So hearing Dane drunk, but he wasn't, and it sounded really believable. They asked a question, they put the part out there. Each person put the days that they thought it was. And the first two questions, Mark got them right. He was the only one to get both of them right in that first two. And that's what they left us with when they ended the show. Well, the remainder of the contest went on, and he did go on to win. He is right now in the HOH room. It appears he is with Adam at this moment, and I will turn the audio on presently. But to give you further update, the have-nots currently are Damien, Dane, and Estee. How they were determined, I am not yet aware. They could have been the worst three in the contest, or it may have been a choice by the HOH, or they could have volunteered, or it could have been a combination of. So we'll have to see as to why or how they became that way, but that really doesn't matter, I suppose. I suppose it would be interesting if it was the choice of Mark to put Dane and Estee in that position. But I don't think he would unless they offered to do so. Now, it was very interesting to see how Big Brother Canada presented the Sam, Adam, or Saddam showmance in its entirety, from beginning to end, and a little bit of a, I don't know, musical montage of bullshittery and grossness. I mean, all right, the Mythbusters did prove, they did, that you can polish a turd. Look it up. It's true. Oh, it's true. I'm quoting Kurt Angle on that. Congratulations, by the way, Kurt Angle, on 20 years of a great WWE career that's now over, I guess. That you can polish a turd. So they did prove that. And tonight they polished a turd by putting together a relatively nice little montage of the two of them from the day they met to tonight. And, I really do believe that the feelings between the two are authentic. And regardless of how some of us may feel or react to, if you get skeeved out about, Sam's hygiene, or you get skeeved out about the two of them together, or you get skeeved out about how she jumps on to him like she's hugging a tree from a trampoline. she's got hops for a girl. For anybody, she's got hops. Man, you see how far she hops? And he's a tall tree. Damn. She gets over his navel when she jumps him. And she's like Spud Webb. Sorry for those of you under the age of 40 who do not know Spud Webb. Look him up. That's 2 D's, 2 B's. Spud Webb. Oh no, 1 D. Sorry. Spud. Not 2 D's. 1 D, 2 B's. I think he had a 48-inch vertical leap. Vertical. Not running. Anyway. I thought that even after the vote, which I was slightly surprised was 5-1 instead of 4-2, which I thought it would be with Kiera coming in at that number 4 as that number 2 vote to keep her, but apparently felt the need to go with the house. Why? It's like they didn't know that you were working with them. Come on. Anyway. So we have Adam walk hand in hand up the stairs with Sam. Spins her around, dips her, kisses her, and sends her out the door. And then she says she loves everybody, and they gave her a good send-off, and it was a very civil, nice exit of the house. A graceful exit, I believe. And the the goodbye messages were great. Every one of the 4 pretty boys did that pose. Every one of them, including Adam. And then he says to her, "I love you." Well, okay. And she laughed it off. She's like, I knew. Of course she knew. She knew, what, 2 to 3 weeks ago when she was listening to him and Dane or him and Anthony talking outside. And so, but she's the first juror. And that knowledge of that group of 4 is a lot of power. But what does it really mean? Because we know she's really into Adam, and if Adam makes it to the end, you know that her vote's going to go for him. Aside from that, we'll see whoever it is that's at the final, and we'll see where her decision goes at that point. So I would not have any guess as to where she'd go with one person or another at this point. We have to have the rest of the game play out. So, looks like we have a relatively active discussion going on here up in the HOH room between Mark, who is the new HOH, and I believe it might be Adam that's up there with him. There may be actually... no, it is him and Adam. Okay. I'm going to go to channel 2 just to get a better angle of the room, because I'm only seeing Mark on channel 1. So, let me pipe that in. And we'll give you a little audio once we get this on the screen. And we're going to have an ad first. By the way, folks, if there's anybody in Canada that is listening to this broadcast, please send me an email. I would like to maybe send you $5 or $10 by PayPal or by Cash App or something like that, and to purchase some of the Big Brother Canada scratch tickets that are up there. I'd like to buy a couple or few, not necessarily to play to win, but just to have. But I will scratch them. I'll scratch them, because what the fuck? I mean, if I buy it and I don't scratch them, and all of a sudden I'm the asshole that's got the $100,000 under there, and I never open it, or I never scratch it off, there's going to be some pissed off people, including me, if I find it out. So I'm going to have to scratch them. I'm going to have to take them out of mint condition status. I don't give a shit. It'll be in my collection. Fuck it. I'm not going to sell it. What am I going to do? Like it'll ever become worth anything. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. But, no, seriously. If somebody is in Canada tonight, if Phoenix is in the room, please let me know if I can send you some money to take care of that, and I'll do it. Fine. But here we go. Here's the guys talking. Adam and Mark in the HOH. Mark is your new HOH, by the way.
Everybody's just...
Mark was up Kiki's ass, but that didn't work.
Yeah.
Or Chelsea.
And... Yeah. Did you know Chelsea?
What?
Did you, like, know Chelsea?
They told you, huh? Yeah, all of it. Not very...
PowerPoint fish. I'm guessing they're talking about a person that's not signed on a waiver or something. So that'll come back in a sec. By the way, folks, I should have done this earlier. I didn't, because I was too busy. But if you could please make sure to share that this is going on right now. We got this going on, the show on right now. That would be appreciated. You know, share it on Twitter, share it on Facebook, or whatever social media you like. And if you're not a subscriber already, please hit the subscribe, the like, and the notification bell so you know when we're on. We're on every night at 10:30 Eastern Time. Usually 7 days a week, but sometimes I take the occasional night off. so I'm not so crazy.
kind of at a bar, like a couple times and everything. So I honestly I don't know her that well.
No,
like, but I knew her like her face.
It's weird.
Yeah, you have to remember she's also kind of like she's famous and everything. She's a radio show host, right? So she goes to like events and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, I did kind of know her a bit.
I figured, yeah.
Absolutely, but not well. Like that's
don't care that. You know, like please don't say that. I was like, well, what's the big deal? Yeah. She's not here.
She's not here anymore. No, I
doesn't matter.
Dude, the second I saw her walk, I saw her because I like Chelsea. I was like, dude, you're fucking up my game, bro. And that's why, like, I wanted to get close.
That's why she wanted your vote so bad.
Right. And
you guys had a thing too. When did she do that?
She did it to like somebody came over to me and said she did that, and like Esty said she did that also with someone else.
Oh.
So yeah,
Yeah, we literally sat here, night 2. She was there, and then we were there, and like we both looked at each other and said we weren't fans, right? And I asked her, like, so you watch Big Brother? That's like one of the first things I said. She's like, like I watched like a season or whatever. But then when we came up here, I was like, okay, cut the bullshit. It's like, how big a fan is she? She's like, I'm the biggest fucking fan of this show. And I was like, yeah, me too. And like I told her how many times like I tried out for the show, and
How much that you
I told you?
You tried it, what, a couple times?
5 times. 5 years in a row.
5 years. So from season 2 to 7? Or 3 to 7.
Yeah.
1 and 2 you did.
I watched John's season.
And you're like,
and I was like, man, I gotta just start trying everything.
And then how did you make it like far?
Last year.
Okay.
Me and Chelsea made it the same last year.
Oh shit. Cool. For like I was traveling, so videos.
Yeah.
But like we should probably like move on to different
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we talked about that, and then we made it. Yeah, we know we talked about that, and then we were like we made a thing. We were like, yeah, we'll have each other's back the whole game. But you had the same thing with Chelsea too, right?
No, only from Wendy's onwards.
Yeah.
From Wendy's, from like when she won week 3.
Yeah.
She didn't. And then she like made alliances without me. Like, Chelsea, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, it was like she had a thing with me, and it was like me, Kiera, Sam, and then there was like 4 pretty boys and Cory.
Yankee or Zeta or Wonky, one of the mods, if you could put the links up, please, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Want to do another one with Dane and 2 of the girls, and me and 2 of the girls.
By the way, I'd like to just give some quick shout-outs to the room. Andy E., what's up? How you doing? AB, Yankee, hey, Jimmy. Debbie, hi, Debbie Bernfeld. Ginger, Snaps, Robin, Yankee, if I didn't say hi, Yankee, already. Ebony, holy cow. Ebony, this is season 7 right now that we're playing of Big Brother Canada. CD1, holy cow. Hi, CD1. Denise Holland, hi. I know Zeta's here, so hi, Zeta. And Wonky, hi. Holy cow. El Rey, how you doing, man? El Rey in the house. What is up? Margot T. Holy cow. Hey, Tommy Tremonti, what's up? I think I said Denise Holland, but if I didn't, hi, Denise Holland. I'm rolling back as much as I can. Come here. Bender, what's going on, man? Come here. Nurse Julie, hello, Nurse Julie. Yes, bullshittery. I just kind of just came out. I think I heard that word before, though, so I don't think that's mine. Somebody said it somewhere. I just picked it up. Assholism, though, I think I created that one. I don't think I ever heard that from anyone else. Assholism, which I never said, I didn't say tonight until now. I'm just saying assholism is something that some people suffer from. I've suffered from assholism periodically. Oh, Bender, by the way. Woo! Charlotte didn't do so well, did she? The man got both belts. Okay, so if I missed anybody on the shout-outs, I apologize. Phoenix! Ho! Phoenix! What's up? I just gave snaps to Phoenix. But that's for Ginger Snaps, too. Phoenix, I was just talking about you. Phoenix, you're in Canada, right? I think I remember, if I remember correctly. I would like to maybe, if you would be willing, I would like to maybe send you like $10 so that you can maybe buy me some of those Big Brother Canada scratch tickets. I just kind of like to have them. Just because I'd like a few of them just to have and scratch and play and feel Canadian for a moment. It's the closest I'll be to ever being a Canadian citizen, so I'd like to import something from your fine country. Of course, it'll have to come in the mail as a gift. Remember, that whole thing, when you have to ship something across the border, you have to say it's a gift, because it's otherwise they start charging the person that receives it on the other end, and then they have to pay like $15 for a 2-ounce package. Canada does love everyone, except their postal service really loves to charge their people with a fee if you get like a non-gift. So yeah, but thanks, Phoenix. Yeah, just hit me up with your address if you could, and because I know I could probably find it. It'll take me a while though to find it. So, and then I'll just hit you with the PayPal funds, and I'll take care of that. Let me get back to the Big Brother stuff here. I don't want to suffer from any assholeism tonight. I don't want to be one. What the hell? Oh. The person that's calling, sorry. Can't take the call right now. I'm on the air. I don't want to ruin the show for you. I will get back to that person, though. Let's see. There's somebody that's calling me, and I think they want to know if it's safe to come over. I'll let you listen in here. Somebody's behind on their Big Brother, and I don't know if they're leery of coming over to find out something that they don't want to learn early, you know? Okay, here we go. This is on Cory right now, it looks like, maybe? Maybe not. Oh, yes, we're going to have an ad. Yes! I'll turn the ad down. We don't need to hear the ad. Oh, tenderizing meat. Okay, that's a good way to do it. You just take the skillet and you slam the shit out of the meat once. Take a big piece of meat, put it on the table, smack with a frying pan once. Tenderized, easy. I guess you go Hulk smash. Okay, here's Cory.
Year 4 and 5.
Cory with those gigantic flip-flops that are from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
She's got the Shaquille O'Neal flip-flops for her regular sized feet.
Every time I'd walk in,
I don't understand.
the boys
They're
would
like
get naughty,
size
I'm like,
27
sorry.
flip-flops. I don't understand.
I'll
Guai.
take an after hours.
There's your guai of the night.
Yeah.
Whoa! Give me a hug.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're going up.
Maybe it comes with
I'm gonna
age.
make you up.
Yeah, boys would hit
I
on you
just like.
everywhere.
I like him now. Oh, you look.
I'm very independent.
You look like you could be gay.
But
That's the thing. Like
Well,
I
I like
actually,
it.
You're kind of metro,
I actually get along with like gay people, and I have no
funny.
problems. Like,
Yeah.
I know guys.
Get up to the
Like,
same
weird
things
about it,
together.
Friends would
I
love
use like,
every time you get closer.
I like
I don't know.
yeah.
I just like it doesn't bother me. Like, hey, I'll hit on them.
It's like it's a form of flattery.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have to do anything.
It's not the other way around. You want to go home, Mike? No.
This one guy, my
3, 4 a.m.
ex's,
Yeah.
ex's
So usually
brother's
I stop.
ex-boyfriend. I met
Brother thing. Okay, yeah. Two roofs together.
and we'd always like talk after like we kind of split up, and he'd always ask me, he's like, so are you gay yet? Like every time we chat, he's like, so you're like, are you gay yet? I'm like, no, sorry.
Are you gay yet? Like it just happens overnight.
Right now, Adam's in the kitchen with Kiera, and they're loading the dishwasher.
A lot of men are like less.
Good idea, Big Brother House in U.S. You may want to add a dishwasher. It might cut down on the ant problem, right?
Curiosity is the same,
Just saying.
But they just don't admit to it, I guess.
Sure.
Because I feel like, I'm not saying with you, but I'm saying with a lot of guys,
What the
like
fuck
if
is
they,
this?
it's like more acceptable for women
What
to
the fuck
label
is this?
themselves bi, but if a guy does, a lot of people be
Love
like, oh,
that.
but you're gay then, right?
Yeah, true.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. That's fucking weird.
Just going to let you say hi to Toe for a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. That's right. I'm crazy.
We need a frickin' dishcloth.
Yeah. Well, we have this. But...
Like dishcloth. Like more.
Yeah, it would be nice. Maybe we can ask for some.
You and Sam are gonna be best friends forever.
What?
You and Sam are gonna be like best friends forever.
I know. It's actually really sweet
BFF.
to build a friendship like that in something so crazy like this. You and Sam are gonna be like lovers forever.
I hope so.
Honestly, I hope so too.
I think we're both scared of getting hurt.
Well, yeah. It would be kind of weird if you
Bumpin'
weren't.
uglies. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. That was a little...
Also, when it happens that fast like that, it's like...
Wasn't that a Tom
I feel like
Jones
the
song?
fear is even stronger because you gained it so quickly you're scared of losing it. But like, as, you know, someone that feels like, you know, I did become one of Sam's closest friends, especially in here, like, I can tell how badly she wants it and how real it was for her.
You can tell how badly she wants it, huh? He could tell too.
How much you fought for her every day, like...
How what?
How much you fought for her every day, like...
Thought for her?
Fought for her.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like... You always put her before yourself.
Fucking gingerbread cookies. Yeah. Fuck you. I want to try it.
Oh yeah.
Gingerbread cookies?
Don't be mean.
Hard as a rock.
Yeah, it's very hard.
We eat all the pizza.
They sounded hard as a rock. I don't know if you guys heard him crunching, but Jesus Christ, his lavalier microphone was picking that shit
I'll
up.
make us.
Well, I suppose for 10,000 apiece, those goddamn microphones better pick up some goddamn crunching.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. They better pick up the sounds of your heartbeat, your digestive tract, including the colon.
Let me see the bottom of your feet. Wow.
This is new.
What is that?
Shout out to Lloyd Bridges on that quote there, including the colon. Airplane 2. Just saying.
Sometimes.
In this house.
My buddy Danny said that. He's like, man, you're gonna go in there. You're gonna be fucking cool.
Serving hockey pucks? Yeah, I think so. That's probably, well, I mean, hockey pucks don't have that kind of a crunch. I did chew on one once as a child.
Everybody
I was teething. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't chew on one. I did have one from a Bruins game, though.
Stepping on my bottom of my feet.
Wow.
No one cares, Cory. I'm going for a shower.
Fucking thing. Yeah, I'm listening.
Who do you think is the person that you would have thought you'd get along with least?
Zakita, warrior princess.
Me?
Zakita?
Least on the outside?
Like on the outside world.
When I first met?
Yeah.
La Femme
Least?
Zakita. How about that? La Femme Zakita.
Maybe Eddie.
Oh yeah?
I don't know, just because he was so quiet. I don't know.
Yeah,
and like when we first came in this house, and like I think I tried speaking a little bit, and it was just kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Z.
And then
You like Z the warrior princess, though.
Let's say it wasn't a game.
You can't have La Femme Zakita?
Now that you know everybody on the outside
She kicks ass, that La Femme Nikita. I mean, she kicked ass so bad they gave her 2 shows and a movie.
If you just knew them on the outside, though, not
movie
like
first.
Experience.
Like just from now?
But like you know them now. But like let's say you knew them on the outside world. Had we not been in Big Brother, but you knew everybody.
I don't know. I feel like I like Mark, and I feel. No, listen to this. Like I like Mark, and I would hang out with Mark, but where I don't have so much knowledge, and I might bore Mark on the outside world. because he knows a lot of things, and he has these very intelligent conversations that I cannot take part in. So
Word.
I feel like if anything,
Word.
Mark would not.
Want to be friends with
This
you?
camera is tripping out.
Yeah, the camera's tripping out because it's like, just get that, get what he just said. That's awesome.
But let's say you didn't know them in the house, like knowing everybody's personality. Who do you think you'd be like least likely to like be friends with?
Dane.
Yeah. I feel like that's actually true.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I feel like I
Or
pick
Adam.
you the most, or like Dane, or Damien. But like Mark is just so smart.
I meet you
He
at
would
the
be
bar.
like-
I'm gonna talk to you though, cause you have a big tribe on your back.
You guys are like.
Please go to the diary room.
I get along with
Please
Adam.
go to
Sorry,
the
with, Mark.
diary.
Don't forget to get this storm chip.
Really, dude? I mean, you sound like
We would never meet, yeah.
it's like a guy at a strip bar announcing the women, mixed with a game show host.
I'm not saying you're not.
That's what that dude sounds like, though. You know, the guy that introduces the ladies as they come out well, for those of you men out there, you know what I'm talking about. And for some of you women, you know what I'm talking about. You've probably gone once or twice you may have gone with your significant other to partake in libations, drinks.
I suck at one
I had to clarify that. I don't know why I said libations. I never fucking call them libations. All of a sudden I went Rachel Riley and just called them libations. What the fuck? That's when I learned what that word meant.
I don't know what the
Rachel
question
taught me.
is.
I was embarrassed. I didn't have that in my vocabulary.
Yeah?
Oh my god, you're a child. You're gonna lose it.
Denise, have a good night. Thank you very much for coming by. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for being here, and I hope you come on by on a regular. You're more than welcome to be here. Ebony, if I did not say hello to you, hello. Thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you. Good to see your name around again. And same to CD1 as well. AB, nomination guesses, huh?
Farted.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I knew it.
Oh no, but
If Mark is really
Oh, no.
if Mark really is going to go and do, let me mute this for a sec. I don't want to have to scream over it. If Mark is going to do what he says in the diary room, which is that he's going to shake this up. He's going to shake up the house. He's going to go after Dane and Esty. Maybe. I don't think he'll do it directly, but I think it would be an indirect way. I think it'll be a backdoor somehow. That he will make a move and get rid of possibly the Great Dane. I believe he will put up Kiera and possibly Cory. Because I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see much of a working relationship between Cory and Mark at all. It's always been Anthony and, well, no. Then again, I was gonna say he leaves it to the other guys to talk to her. So. But then again, he could put her up and tell her that she's the pawn. And he may mean that. So, he could put up Damien as maybe a pawn. And saying to him, hey, I truly think he's going to go after Dane this week. If he's going to go and do what he says he's going to do, like he's been going on about in the DR, I think he's going to go after Dane, but he's going to go backdoor. Best way to play it. Because if Dane's not chosen for the POV, he can't win it. And if Mark plays his cards correctly, and he puts up the right people, and says, "Hey, look, here's my plan," he says to one of them, says to that one, "I'm putting you up as a pawn," and give him the standard pawn speech, which of course he would mean, hopefully, and for him at least, hopefully. I don't want to see Dane go, but if I'm Mark, I'm going, yeah, I'm going to put you up, but I do not want you going home. I'm going to put up Dane as a replacement nom. But then he would have to make sure that the person that's going up with that person is a more likely scenario to go home over his pawn. So I guess, Esty is always a possibility. But I think they get along. So I don't think that there's a reason for him to put her up other than, maybe, again, pawn. Pawn is going to be something definitely in play this week. He may put up 2 fucking pawns. Seriously. The guy might be that fucking crazy enough to do it. Yes, crazy. I said crazy. I don't mean it in the clinical sense. But I'm saying, yeah, he could. But then again, I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, right? I chose Chelsea to win.
2 of my serious exes.
Bum, 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 bum. Wow.
It's not like I'm particular.
Sarah Kender, what's going on, girl?
But it's like, I think it's because the girl that like I was like most in love with was blonde.
Yeah.
Jimmy, I agree completely.
It, like reminds you.
Anthony, you want him to realize that he isn't controlling Mark?
Really?
I agree completely,
like
Jimmy.
it.
You're right.
I feel like that's not a good thing, though.
Why?
Because...
Not like your personality at all.
I like Anthony. Anthony and Dane are the only 2 people
I
I really
ever
would
had
care to
any-
see win that would deserve it.
If I ever had any, like, if...
In my
any-
opinion.
Or not a
That's
chance, because
all.
I could have
My
wanted
opinion.
to, but, like, any future possibility of getting with my ex, it's definitely shut to hell now.
Shut up. For
What
me?
the hell now? Why? Because of
Because we're
Dane?
friends.
Oh my god, you guys are clearly friends. It's not shut to hell.
No, I'm not saying anything that it's... I'm just saying to what you said, that I have a thing with my ex, which I don't. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes it's...
You did say your ex wouldn't like me because why? I guarantee by the end of the night he would fucking be howling at me.
He would love you if he had met you not from me.
Yeah. I can
That's
see that.
32 inches, buddy. That's 16 right there. That's another 16.
How do I remind you of Coco?
No, she's just like brunette. Nice butt.
Features.
Yeah, features. We don't like remind me of Coco.
What type of not type of person like physically, but type of person like do you look for?
Me?
Yeah, both of you.
The sense of humor.
Yeah, 100%.
Intelligence.
Yeah.
This is Dane speaking right now. What he's looking for in a woman, I guess.
Like how active.
Yeah.
Like those are the 3 like big things for
So
me.
me, but
Yeah. That Coco is literally the smartest girl I know. Smartest individual.
yeah.
She likes hiking. She doesn't play sports, but she goes to the
He's
gym.
banging on his
a lot,
bottle.
and she loves
That
hiking,
stainless steel bottle they have.
And she likes to explore, like when we go traveling.
Yeah.
Right? What was the first one I said? Oh, her
Sense of humor.
sense of humor. She chirps me like there is no tomorrow, and I love it. I chirp her right back. Yeah. And she is, she's witty as fuck with her shoes.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's all I get.
You gotta be.
So then she's like, no one can compare to how witty you are, Dane. I'm like,
All right, let's go back to the HOH room.
I like how when we talk about what type of
This
person
is
you're looking for, you
really just
generalize
Kiera
it, but then
asking
bring it back to
kind of
them.
person they're looking for.
Right.
Not
Yeah,
such
I
an
know, I don't know
interesting
when we
discussion
ever
at the
deal with
moment.
that girl.
So I'm going to go over to camera 2, which has Mark and I believe Adam still in the HOH, but maybe they're talking game more now. Hopefully they are. Oh, it's Damien right now, actually. Damien and Mark. So this might be a little bit more.
With the new Big Brother Canada instant ticket, your numbers may be the key to unlocking $100,000.
That's what I was talking about, by the way.
There's a chance to win a $25 head of household bonus and 7 times your prize.
Yeah,
the Big
right.
Brother Canada instant ticket. Pick up a ticket today.
And then take 25% off because of the exchange rate to US dollars. All right. So I could win 75,000 maybe.
Not the greatest, but
All right.
a lot better. But if I put an SD against that,
try it.
Here's the thing. I have a question for you.
Ooh, he just said ST maybe.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, right?
Right, because you'd want to like.
I mean,
show
you put
loyalty.
someone up easy,
Right,
and then go, yeah, right.
Well, I'm saying it's SD versus Adam. You in the POV, you would pull SD off.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't pull Adam off.
No, you wouldn't pull Adam off, but you wouldn't like not use it. You would use it like you'd pull.
Oh, so just not use it.
No, or use it to show like even more like strength with like SD, and be like, you know. Like, obviously, you couldn't go on the block.
Yeah, I know.
And then like, and then that point probably chuck up Kiera.
Yeah, I guess probably yeah. But or I could just keep it the same.
Yeah.
Depending how like what people are thinking too, because I have to have those conversations if I win the POV too, right?
Yeah.
I can't just do it out of my sheer of liking them. It's just like here's
Hey Debbie.
Like, yeah, here are the votes.
I might actually start that again.
Absolutely, man.
I might go. I might actually go without red meat. At least that.
You're in a better
I did go without red meat for a long time, and it did help me out. And when I went back to it, fuck it. So I got to get better. I got to take care of myself. I really do. Physically, got to take care of myself. And it's overdue. You know, I got to fucking do it. So, hey, that's one step, right? I'll just take other steps. Literally, steps. You know.
Probably not. Just put it up me. Probably. Exactly. And good chance of going home.
Good for you on that, though. But 1 year. That's awesome.
You need 3 votes to get Kiera's home, and people are not dumb. At this point, they're like, Mark, he kind of almost won some POVs, you know, got close in an HOH. Mark's going home. Whereas you, I don't think you'd put me up.
No.
And you know, like I told you, I have no issue in like you against you. So like why would I put you up? We're very much in a similar position.
This might be the beginning of a new alliance, I think. Maybe.
I really need to have a chat with Ashley.
Damien and
exactly
Mark.
How this week went down.
If he wants to break up this shit.
So let's leave
make
it at
a big move like that.
All right. I do want to let you know that I will be taking you to Wendy's.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Absolutely.
Damien's getting Wendy's.
Having that anyway.
Absolutely, yeah. You deserve it.
He's having waffles.
Yeah, of course. And we'll
Thanks,
be
bro.
on Dane's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll
that's
absolutely
sweet. These is Wendy's date.
But right now I haven't made a concrete decision. Those are just some ideas that were kind of like running through my head. And the ideas that running through your head, just to like recap, to make sure that we're on the same page, is your initial targets with Adam and Kiera, trying to get your shot at the big man, send him home.
Yeah. Or then potentially like ST Kiera get the Adam.
Oh, you're going to put ST Kiera up.
Yeah.
And then if one of them pulled themselves up, or if someone
else won, because it's the luck of a draw of who gets the POV, right?
Exactly.
And it's like 3 people.
If Dane would have won, do you think he would have pulled off an ST? Put up the big guy? Or...
Probably.
Okay, fair enough.
I think.
You'd have to chat. But okay,
yeah.
fair enough. So, all right, I see where you're at. That's a very reasonable gameplay. Like, you're not coming here with like all sorts of like sus sort of like,
yeah.
You know, it's a very, like, you know, the big man plays and it's not fair for the rest of us.
Yeah, like you're playing 2 for 2 on POVs, right?
Dude, it's like they're very random POVs and he's winning everything.
And the mentals too. He's right behind you today too.
Yeah, it's not.
And he beat you before and after.
Yeah. When that happened, I was like, okay, he can play mental, he can play endurance, and he can play physical. Like,
Oh, AB, if you're from Mars.
He's a lone duck right now.
Have you ever been to Olympus Mons?
Cool.
Just
All right.
curious. I've heard it's awesome.
All right.
Now we're spinning in circles, yeah.
What was that? No, well,
Yeah.
about
And a play. By the way, I heard Phobos is a piece of shit.
And I'll let you know how I decide to go.
So I Phobos,
All right.
Cool, bro.
that potato-shaped moon, fuck that shit. Man, I heard that place is
See you
a
in these shoes.
fucking
Yeah, man.
shithole.
Absolutely. And hey, thanks for coming to talk and like being real.
Yeah.
Not like, oh Mark, I love your like couch and like.
Just some astronomical talk for those.
Have you gotten that?
Just like, oh, tell me
Sorry.
more about like this picture frame or like silly stuff.
Yeah. Your buddy looks like my buddy Underwood, though.
Yeah?
Kamloops, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got his hair kind of receding hairline.
Well, yeah. No, yeah, definitely a little more serious beyond the friendship. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the.
Just you and
So
I
you're near the
talking.
equatorial basin.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, like
I got you.
I know like we haven't really
Yep.
talked a whole lot of game.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We always
Gotcha.
look. Keeks and Estefania, I'm a very wishy-washy guy who doesn't talk a lot of game with them.
Heard the polar caps are nice this time of year, though.
You know, I'm sure like you have
The northern one anyway.
We just don't really have a hard. I mean, we don't really.
Better than ours, I
I
suppose.
have noticed in the past week that we have discussed war game. Like, this is like our mutual like agreement.
Yeah.
Sam's gonna go.
Yeah.
You know what, man? At the very beginning, I didn't have an issue with Sam. Like 2 weeks ago, putting me on the block doesn't help. And then like also just too much of a liability.
Yeah.
And having hands him together, bro.
No, there's too much power.
Way under.
Because they're both so good, right? And it's just like, okay, like how are we gonna even?
These
how
two
we
are going to
gonna
start
help
working
individual actors
together.
Even keel.
Starting right now.
Seeing people.
You're
keep
hearing
winning.
it here.
Okay, from a game point. Yeah, I love everybody in this house. Some people more than others, but like it's just like, okay, how am I? Is this gonna give it to them?
She's trying to make the pretty boys prettier.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that what he's trying to do?
Honestly, here's the deal. I haven't told anyone that they're 100% good. Whoa, hey y'all.
Hey now! Somebody just barged in. What the hell was that?
I haven't told anyone you're like, yo, you're good.
Somebody just started to open the door, the left door. Opened it about 3/4 of the fucking way. I don't know who it was, but then they didn't come in, and then they closed it.
And I know, like you're a good dude.
Frickin' rude, right, Zeta?
I can see there's a lot going on.
That's Zeta's saying, by the way.
And like you want to say things, but like you've been told, like, hey, don't share this, don't share this. No, you're a good dude. I've told you that before. I sound like a broken tape record, but I really do mean it.
Yeah.
And like I look at what you have with M's, and kind of like the trajectory of how your life story went. And what
Did you
you
catch that? Broken tape record?
That translates a lot for me.
Tape record?
Well. It really does.
I thought they were made of vinyl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Same with you, man. You've opened up a lot and showed me a lot, and yeah, it was tough. Well, I know you're excited.
If you sound like a broken tape, it doesn't make any noise.
I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah,
I just need like maybe just like kind of ease in a bit.
Hot water
I'm sure,
heater.
Like, I'll see him again after the
Vacuum
after
cleaner.
The show. And like he did say about my mom. So
Broken tape recorder.
So it was just kind of
Broken tape record. Broken tape record. Broken tape record.
Don't mean to make this like a sweater.
Broken tape
Let
record.
me talk to everybody first. Yeah. And I'm taking you to Wendy's, man. So we'll have like a.
Or just hold the record for broken tape.
Yeah, cool, bro.
Cool.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's good. Cool. All right.
Worky work.
See you, buddy. I'm sorry about the floor tonight. Send Dane my love. The floor? You're sleeping on?
Oh, that'll be fine.
Cool.
Zeta, you don't need a new saying. That saying is perfect, by the way. I think it's simple and elegant at the same time. It really is. It's like verbal kung fu. Frickin' rude. Just it's simple and elegant. Wonky, do you believe that frickin' rude is a very simple and elegant way of putting something?
Yes.
I think it should be in the lexicon for all to share across the world. Would you agree?
Yes.
I mean, don't just say it for the sake of saying so.
No.
You are the producer of the show. You override me. I'm just the host. That's all. By the way, I mean, Toe is letting us borrow his channel. So, thanks, Toe. You're a good dude, man. Here. Toe bump. Or hoof bump. Ah, there we go. Good man. Let's see here. Looks like somebody's getting ready to... Is that Adam out there river dancing? What are you doing, you fool? Adam's outside river dancing. Or at least like he was doing a jig for a moment. By himself. Although maybe it's because it's cold out there. Because he is wearing a jacket, but he's got shorts on. I was wondering if he was going to go into Glinda. Glinda, by the way, is the name of the hot tub. We have named the Canadian hot tub Glinda. Because the American hot tub, Linda, named by Whistlenut back in season 18, or 19, sorry, 19. America's hot tub is Linda. So for season 19, Gwai being a good word to use, Gwai, we take the G and add it to Linda. We create Glinda. It's just a version of the Canadian hot tub. So that is the official name for this channel of the Canadian hot tub, Glinda. Just Linda with a G at the beginning. Simple and elegant again. Gwai? Well, that's Gwai. There you go. Adam, by the way, is just walking around outside, but now the camera has moved on to the servicio.
Is it alright if it goes to the washing machine?
The bathroom.
Yeah.
Or the multi-purpose servicing room. Ooh, that sounds dirty.
Does it?
Yeah.
They've moved on to the multi-purpose lounge / makeup, styling, and personal hygiene center. I think that's a pretty good description of what it is, right? So we have Cory, the previous HOH. She has, it is verified, she has just taken a shower. We know she is a clean woman. We know she is a clean human being. Unlike somebody that just left the house, who apparently does not like to say hi to Jean on a regular basis. And we have Damien speaking with said Cory. So we will go back to that.
Like, I hate to feel like if I'm like imposing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like every HOH I'm like, you just let me know.
Mm-hmm.
And you would have seen me.
Yeah.
Parent teacher. Just
Yeah.
let me know.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've been dirty.
Yes, Ebony, she was actually quite dirty. Zeta will go into great detail if you'd like. I'm sure Zeta would be pleased to explain how
The tag and your collar's up there, see?
nasty. What the hell happened? Yeah, hosers. That's just for the production up there. That's the sound of Cory trying to dry her hair out with a towel. Let's see what else is going on, because Cory shower vision isn't necessarily compelling television. So let's go to what would we call Dane and Esty? Dasty? Estain?
That sounds too much like a stain.
A stain. I know. Isn't there? And they're not a gross couple, so that wouldn't work. Saddam was actually a good name. Saddam. They called themselves Saddam. I didn't do that. Esty and Dane. What would it? Can't be Desty. Desty? Desty.
Yeah, basically.
Right? Desty?
So we'll see. I don't know.
That sounds too much like destitute or testy. Testes? 1, 2, 3. 3. That was an old Beavis and Butthead. Sorry, guys. Had to bring that one up. Butthead was like, testes, testes. 1, 2, 3. He's talking into a microphone when he did that. So, sorry, being a little silly. I gotta be me. I'm crazy. All right. Alexa, play Let's Go Crazy by Prince.
Kids are always on the go.
Ah!
A band that'll fit them, their stuff, and their friends.
Boy, good thing I used the restroom earlier.
Wherever they're going.
We were literally talking.
He's upset that Sam's going home. He knows Sam's going home, but he's upset and he's trying to help.
Dane and Adam right now outside.
It was like an hour.
Next to Glinda, who was covered.
We kept going. Like we were like, he was like, stop shouting. It's like, dude, you've been shouting for like 20 minutes. And like we go.
Is he going off about that? All right, good.
Everybody is.
Oh, good. Good. I mean, testify, folks.
He sat on the ground. Yeah. Because I said something, and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, well, I gotta tell you.
There better be a basket of Bath and Body Works waiting at that jury house for her.
He's like, man, you're gonna go and watch this episode. You're gonna see me
bath
in
salts.
the fucking corner. I was like, okay.
Oh, it was.
Tell her they got to give her a Silkwood shower before she gets into that goddamn house.
I thought it was.
Look up a Silkwood shower if you need to. Okay, it's not a dirty reference. It's not code for anything.
If 2 of them were to stay, right?
She needs a Silkwood shower.
Damien left. Just say Cory won. It would have been a Sam, me, and Kiera 1000% going up for a triple, and that would have been perfect situation. That's what I thought. But now, there's potential in a lot of ways that if certain people stay, there's 2 people going up, and that didn't make sense in my head. I was like, why are we doing this? It's like, and then you're like, well, what if Sam wins? Doesn't matter. What if Damien wins? What if Esty wins? What if Cory wins? It's going to be the same situation, but nobody is gunning for them as hard as they were gunning for Sam. So it just pissed me off how nobody's seen that but me. And yeah, like getting Sam out right now might have made sense, whatever. But in my head at the time, it made perfect sense that next week they're going to gun for her no matter what. And if they do win, I strongly believe that if we actually sat down with Sam and we made a truce and whatever to get her further, and we she would have done that for Cory next week, and we wouldn't have to. Even if she won, she was like pissed about the whole situation with Cory. She would have went after Cory. We wouldn't have to do it.
No. But already, Mark's not even mentioning Cory.
And that's what I'm afraid of. I feel like Cory is going to be the person that breaks this up. And they don't see that. Yeah, Cory's going to have to be the same fucking. I'm good. What?
Cory's in the shower.
Yeah, I'm good with you, and you know whatever. But like, that's just Anthony's words. Like, she's her own woman. If she fucking.
She's her own woman.
If she wins, and it gets down to fucking 5 or whatever triple, she just might say fuck it.
Yeah.
Put up the biggest threats in this game. Get them the fuck out.
Me and fucking. She put you, me, and Damien.
Like.
And Dayton.
Yankee on that friend, Smelly Sam. Smelly Sam. She's doing the smelly cat thing. Babe. Yankee's doing that friend's smelly cat thing. She's doing that with Smelly Sam. Do you see that?
Oh, we were just on talking.
So I never watched Friends.
He's like, there's no more.
Yankee explained the reference to me before.
Sidelines of Pike and Rupert.
I got you.
He's like, people are going to be saying Mark's name and being afraid. He's like, I'm going to come after fucking people. He's like, you say my name, I'll fucking win the power for veto. And I was just like, holy shit.
You gotta use that in his speech, you know. I've been playing this game so long. I'm gonna win when I need to. I don't need to win.
I would like to ask the audience. I would like to ask the audience, poll the audience here, because there are some folks in here tonight that are not regularly here on a nightly basis that you would. So you may have missed. There were a couple of nights where I played a clip, an audio clip of the late great Red Fox of Sanford and Son, and he did a stand-up routine that I thought was very appropriate for Sam. Considering especially that she has a showmance with Adam. Now, because of Sam's apparent lack of hygiene in that house, real bad. I would like to poll the audience. Do you believe that I should currently play, just take a time out here, to play that clip for those of you who have not heard it and would like to do so? Or if those individuals feel that they would be plussed by hearing it, I would like your opinions, please. If you do not wish to hear it, I will forego it and go on with the standard Big Brother feed talk, and I'll continue. We have AB play it. CD1 play yes. Okay, that's a person who hasn't heard it yet. Sarah says play it. I believe Sarah may not have heard it yet. Zeta, of course, said play it because she knows it's good. Kim, please press play, please. Okay, well then Kim knows exactly what it is I'm talking about. So we have some of the regulars and some of the I don't want to say irregulars because I'm sure you're not irregular. I'm sure you're quite regular and have a good brand-filled diet. But yes, all right, I'll do it. Fuck it. Really? Okay. Yeah. I'm the boxing referee. 1, 2. Okay, she's on the rope. She's good. She's good. Wonky was technically down for the count, and I wasn't the WWE ref. I'm the boxing ref. It was like 1, 2, and so she got up after like 2, so she's good. Aces. Do you need me to end the show so you can go to sleep? I mean, I don't mind. You good? Okay, I'll try to be more quiet. But they are going to need to be educated.
Obviously, you're fine if I could fall asleep with you talking.
True. I am that boring. Yes, and I'm crazy. All right. Oh shit, that's going to be loud. We're not going to need it that loud, folks. I'll blow the speakers on this TV. Damn. This thing is brilliant, by the way. I know I've said it already, but it's damn brilliant. At least I'm very plussed by it because of the fact it's just my first 4K and smart TV. So I'm a little behind on the times, so I'm catching up, folks. Oh, okay. Let's find it here. There we go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the late great Red Fox of Sanford and Son, with his rendition of a stand-up comedy act titled "You Got to Wash Your Ass."
April 13th is UFC 236.
First, an ad. UFC. Okay. I'm not... Oh, fuck ESPN Plus. Bullshit! ESPN Plus. $5 a month for that? Fuck.
Hey, goddamn, here's those Skipper. Give me a hand, folks. This is my friend's son. Skipper now. I told you it's out of show, didn't you? This is my latest album. I made it 5 years ago.
Can you all hear this okay?
I'm not gonna make another one until we sell these. This is a good album, too. It's about love and caring and being together, being close, being physical. Love. Hygiene. That's the important factor. Hygiene. The toughest thing in the world, have to turn to your mate one night and say, you got to wash your ass. Shit. Knowing how difficult it is, I said it for you in this album. You got to wash your ass.
That's the title of the whole album. It's a good one. Listen to it.
You folks up there with binoculars,
it's available
buy
on
one of these albums and mail it to your home anonymously.
services.
Now, if the postman brings 2 albums, then both of y'all wash your ass. It's a two-way street. Don't be screaming from the audience, sir. This is not a murder-driven show. If you don't like the show, bend over. I'll drive you to Dallas. Get one. See, let me explain to you, folks. You can let your armpits go a couple of days, maybe. But not your ass. How could you tell someone, I love you, darling, knowing in your heart you haven't washed your ass? I'm not talking about your whole ass. I'm talking about your ass whole. You'd be surprised the pollution that can be found in an area the size of a dime. Or a 50-cent piece. Or a silver dollar. Now, you know your ass better than I do. But you got to wash it. Tell me, how could you turn around in bed with your loved one upside down to 69 and haven't washed your ass? To coin a phrase, when you're 69ing, your ass ain't but 1 inch from your loved one's nose.
He's making a gesture that I will not do on camera. It's with his tongue.
1 inch.
And this.
Don't do that to someone you love. Wash your ass. You lay there thinking no one knows. Shit, the nose knows. Another thing that can wreck your love life. And this is for you fellas. Men, stop wearing white shorts. Please, fellas, you gotta stop wearing white shorts. You know why? Because every wash day, every pair of your white shorts got a brown smudge in the seat. Your wife don't want that shit.
There you go. The nose knows. Absolutely. Wash your ass. Pardon me for the lip syncing. I've heard it a few times, right? Okay. So let's see what we got. What we got out here. We got Damien sitting near the dining room. We have Dane. Looks like all 4 cameras are based on the kitchen dining room area, and I don't know why. But we will go to camera 4 and see what's going on. Camera 4 was probably going to have a... Nope, we don't have a commercial. Okay, good. Here we go. Adam, Dane.
My uncle's neighbor said that his boss's sister's money guy told her what?
You should try this online tool from BMO. I just answered a few questions,
BMO.
and it showed me some options that are right for me.
Just make sure to let your uncle's neighbor's boss's sister's money guy know.
When investing's about
Bowel
you,
movement.
that's the BMO effect.
Option, no. But bowel... No, never mind. BMO. Bowel movement odor. Sorry for the potty humor, folks. Just being silly.
Tuesday
Crazy.
night would be the prime party day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After someone, you know, and no game talk Tuesday night. That doesn't happen anyways. Everyone's just like, fuck it. Accept the fate. Wednesday's the new day. I'll campaign Wednesday. Go ahead. Campaign home.
Zeta, congratulations.
Is that you? Yeah. Get ready for a fun night.
All the talk made me too. Zeta.
Yeah, alright. Keep your head. You're in the room with your two faces.
Zeta. Thank you so much. That was good. Yes, I did. I just saw it, Amy.
I don't like
Well, you're with two of them right now.
Yeah, it's the biggest nightmare.
You don't want no breakfast?
I want breakfast.
No breakfast? You know what we get for breakfast? Slop.
Oh, yeah.
Pancakes are pretty good.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
Ebony, nice. Nice. 2 times. 2 times.
Nice.
That's...
Oh, like
Hey.
actual pancakes.
Yeah, well, it's someone.
That's respect.
Egg monster over there.
Egg monster.
Eddie over there.
The new Eddie.
Eddie
The
Duck
new
Buns over
Eddie.
there.
There was
Eddie
two,
Duck Bun.
there was 2 eggs left there the other morning,
There's 2
and I have
eggs.
1 for Sam, 1 for me.
Oh!
And every other morning, I fucking would just make eggs for everybody.
This is right.
AB, good point. They should have piped that into the BB house on repeat for Sam
Everyone loves it.
and addressed it to her.
Adam feeds everybody. He feeds everybody.
I don't eat it all myself.
Yes, R.I.P. Red Fox. Yeah, that's right.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night, Pikes.
I agree with you, Adam. Oh my god, this is so hard.
Jimmy, Nipsey Russell.
Why?
All right, folks. Jimmy made a joke here a little while back. I'm just catching it because I went back and looked. He's Jimmy says here. What the hell was it? Jimmy said something. What was it? I thought I heard that Nipsey Russell got killed. Well, first of all, yeah, it was Nipsey Hussle apparently. When I heard the name Nipsey Hussle, of course, I'll admit I didn't know who it was, but I thought, well, Jesus Christ, that's a real awesome take on Nipsey Russell, who was a relatively famous comedian. I mean, he was a regular on game shows and the Las Vegas circuit back in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. He was a regular on Match Game. Nipsey Russell was his name. And he did, his catch thing was like, he did like funny, kind of funny rhymes. Freestyle rhymes. They weren't raps, but they were almost raps. They weren't musical, you know. But he did a lot of rhyming stuff, jokes that were rhyme jokes. But so he delivered it with a little bit of a you know, just a fun delivery. So yeah. But Red Fox, just to give you an information on that dude that you heard that clip from. Those of you that are of a certain age, of course, will know him from Sanford and Son, which was a show on NBC back from, I believe it was about 1972 or 73 to about 77 or 78. And it was him and Damond Wilson, who was playing Lamont, his son. and he was Red Fox was playing Fred Sanford, a guy who owned a junkyard, and in Watts, Los Angeles, Watts area. About maybe less than 10 years after the Watts riots. So that was kind of used as part of a running joke, I guess, in a weird, sad way. But the show was good, and Red Fox was immensely popular. And in the the early 90s, he was doing a show. I want to say it was called the Royal Family, or the something. And on the set, he had a heart attack and died in front of a live studio audience. Unfortunately, the reason I kind of badly giggled at that was that as his old character Fred Sanford, he used to fake his heart attacks and say, "This is the big one, Elizabeth. I'm coming to see you, honey." And he was doing that kind of thing, and it was his catchphrase. Everything was happening. Every episode, if he didn't do that, "Oh, I'm coming to get you," and he would be like overreacting to something his son did or said, and it broke his heart. And he was like, "Oh," and that kind of thing. So he all of a sudden clutches his chest on the set of this show in the 90s, keels over onto the floor, and dies. And everybody is standing around him laughing their fucking balls off because they think he's joking. It took about a minute for them to realize he wasn't joking. It was a little too late. He would have died anyway, but because it was a very severe heart attack. But it took him. But he did live a good, full, long life. I mean, he was 72 or so? 73? I mean, that's young, I suppose, by today's standards, but a quarter century ago when he died, I mean, that was considered decent. Especially having a career as long as he did. But just a little extra nugget of useless information for you. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you didn't, sorry. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was sad that he went that way. It's just a very inconvenient way to go, I guess. Thanks, AB. I aim to please. Let's see here. All right. So we got Esty and Damien just kind of sitting back, chilling. They're chillaxing. And Wonky is chillaxing right now, too. As you may hear in the background. She's not quite 3 sheets. Well, she isn't. Well, she is 3 sheets to the wind, I would say. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a discussion upstairs now. Mark and Kiera. They are speaking. Meaning Kiera. And they are speaking as a duo. So let's go in to listen to they and Mark. And let's have no commercials. Oh, we're going to have a commercial. Okay, there we go.
Here's the reason.
I had to throw a little Eleanor Rigby in there for you, I guess. Beatles fans, you're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But what's in the past is in the past.
I honestly, like, you're good for everyone's game. I don't know why people are throwing. It's an easy pawn, and like, in every.
SC's also an easy pawn.
I know.
So it's like.
But you're even easier than Esty. I don't.
Why?
Because between you and Esty, I could beat you 100% of the time, versus Esty, where I could beat you 80% of the time.
Yeah.
But that being said, that's very cocky to say, and I don't agree with that. It's better than in this right here. I know you told me the truth during the last week.
Good catch, Yankee. Boy, you knew that one, huh? I'm impressed.
And that goes a very long way. Like I said, I'm going to revert back to like what I said. I'm most likely inclined to not put you up.
Don't tell other people that until... Because I wouldn't tell anyone what you're inclined or not inclined to do.
My question is, and this is the big story, Kiera.
Ask me a question.
I really have to know.
Yeah.
Listen, if you don't want to I'll understand.
Who would I put up?
One of the ladies, if you could please put up the links again for me.
You knew who you were put up.
No,
I would appreciate it.
Honestly, I had, because I was hearing two different stories, right? So it really depended on how things actually went down.
Wow, that's service. Both of you hit it simultaneously. Thank you so much.
Right?
Good
And
work.
It's not because of you or anything, but like I wouldn't tell anyone. Andrew doesn't know, Adam doesn't know, like Sam didn't even know. But also like she knew who it was being decided between.
Right.
But it really depended on how things actually went down. Because there was a lot that has gone down in the last couple weeks, and there's a lot of missing pieces. And it just, some things didn't add up. And...
So I have a feeling who you're going to put up. All right, fair enough. That works for me.
But don't say that, because then you're going to go back to someone and say that I'd put someone up, but I didn't say a name.
Have you ever done that?
Have you? No, but other people have.
Okay, so there you go. I know to keep my mouth shut when...
Okay.
It's not in my best interest, Kiera, to mess you over. You're not a person I want to sue her.
I know.
You deserve to be in Final 5 simply because of the game that you played of just campaigning and just beating out all the ridiculous odds.
Yeah.
Heck, if you went to Final 2, I'd be very inclined to probably vote you for the $100,000 for just simply for by mere virtue of the fact of how you beat every single odd. I'm not here to sewer you. I want you far. The problem is, I'm not HOH next week. In fact, there's a very good chance I'm probably going home next week because it's a triple.
Okay, so you need to be asking the right questions to set you up well, because there are some
They
people
know it's a triple?
that see
I didn't hear
the same
shit about a
vision in this
triple.
game that I see in terms of like
Did you any
not
view?
necessarily bringing all the strong people.
Right.
And then there are some that don't see it like that.
Or the ones that do see it like that don't want to say out loud that they don't see it like that.
Maybe, I guess, because I don't really know the truth. But the only one that was like actually honest with me about most things was Sam.
Right.
And I was gonna say Aunt Chelsea, but there was so much she was hiding from me.
I mean, she probably would have cut Adam at the triple. No, she wouldn't have cut Adam at the triple.
Who? Sam? I don't think she would have cut Adam at the
Gone
triple.
hard for Dane though. Just kept going like a.
Well, after last week, I don't know if it would have been Dane or but. Anyways, like I said, there's a lot of missing pieces, so I don't know. But
Debbie. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I figured you did anyway, but thank you for clarifying and verifying. It's always good to know. So thank you so much. That's a great service to the community, and I applaud you.
With a lot of people, but I don't feel as though I'm somebody's target. And I think, or maybe not most people's target, maybe like one person's target, but I feel like you're in the same position. You don't really necessarily feel like a target to people.
And that's slowly changing.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Yeah. That's right, Jimmy. Peer pressure.
I don't want to get screwed next week. If it happens, hey, I got to hold my head high. It was a nice triple eviction. We all had a lot of fun this game. And
triple eviction again. Here he goes.
POV, and I'll have to fight.
They must have told him something.
Probably going up.
I don't think that you're going to be going home in the triple, though. If you do,
fuck do you know?
If I won, I wouldn't put you up in the triple.
Yes, I know.
That is like, because I want you moving past the triple. There's a lot of people in this house that there's no chance.
How does any one of them know what they would do in the triple?
And like with you, it's not that there's a chance. Like I know I'm a weak player compared to most people. I know
you don't know shit until the time comes and you're
with
up.
You at least.
Or you're
not insanely
in power.
Like physical like some other people.
I suck at physical.
Oh shit.
But also,
it's more fair. It's an even keel.
Exactly. If it's like all super strong people, then it's like fucking shit fuck, you know?
It sucks for everyone.
But at the end of the day, like I said, the beginning of this game is very different from the end. And at this point, we play it very differently. And, you know, although like in the past...
Mark's got something under his eye. Almost looks like somebody's punched him in the head.
I still don't know where your head is at fully. You don't know where my head's at. But I know that we're seeing the future of this game in
it's just like a blemish or something.
And for that, I feel like we're in a good spot. And
Bad lighting.
I wish that I could tell you.
I understand.
Makeup.
And you know why? Like, it's like if I
But
ask
you do know, so that's it.
No, I know 2 different options depending on things. Do you know what I mean? I do have 2 different options, and you weren't involved in either.
I understand. I know that. Yeah.
I can't give an answer because I don't know. It depends on piecing things together. People don't tell me things because I don't have power.
And that's how I feel too. Now people are telling me things.
But are you believing what they're telling you, or are they trying to string things around? Because
I believe everything, and then I just dissect what I like to believe, what I don't like to believe.
See what you've been missing, CD1?
Yeah,
it's good to have you back. The more the merrier, and it's so good to have you back. Thank you for coming.
It's always a positive
versus
a negative, right? I'm telling you right now, I don't want to put you up. I'm inclined not to.
Has everyone said my name?
Not everyone said your name.
Okay.
No. But when you come around and say, like, I feel like my name's being thrown around the house, it's obvious, right?
Yeah.
It's just, like, Kiera, look.
I know, I've been on a lot of times, and like...
Yeah, you've been on the block a few times, you've shown that you haven't won competitions, and that's fine, because we all know, if you're going on the block, you'd rather go on as the pawn, not the threat.
But at the same time, people that are close to strong players will try to protect the strong players by throwing out an easy dispendable pawn. And
Yankee's right. In general,
instead, if the strong players have more numbers,
lots of fun. In general, lots of fun.
Then I would feel like,
and it's going to be just fun from now on.
Best idea against that strong player, right?
As long as I can control it.
I'm getting that feeling.
Fun.
Yeah.
So it's just a feeling. It's nothing confirmed. So, where that leaves us is I will let
back to
know
being fun.
Exactly where I lie.
You're gonna let everyone know?
Oh, I'll tell each person like if I am putting them up or if I'm not.
Okay, but you're not gonna tell them names of who.
Of who I? What do you mean? No, I'll tell the 2 people I'm putting up.
Yeah, but not the whole house. If they want to share it with the house.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm not putting up. I'm not putting up. I'm not putting up. I'm putting you up. And I'm putting you up.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kiera looks like they may be going up.
It's just a game.
Because he did not say, like he said to Damien.
Like this week is
he seemed to have a pretty good direct conversation with Damien.
For the next week.
Like I most likely will go home next week because I don't know
discussion
how
here with Kiera
how to handle it.
Is not nearly as confident.
I think they're
is not nearly as.
I think. Well, every other
close-ended
has gone home the next week, so you never know, except for Adam and
Dane.
Yeah.
But Chelsea kind of wasn't running things very right. Cory hasn't gone home next week. Well,
like that's this week.
We don't know. Yeah. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Dynamite!
I've had a brief chat with her. I'll have to have a chat. I haven't chatted with a fair few people actually.
Yeah, you've seen. I was gonna leave you be, but you were chatting with a lot of people.
I still see that. That's on one of our channels around here, one of our local.
It's completely unfair to say no. I'm just
channels that we have late nights. I don't know, 2, 3 a.m. They play good times for like an hour, like 2 shows.
Not in HOH and all these weeks,
I watch every so often.
And
Jefferson's,
this, that, like,
All in the Family, all the old '70s CBS shit.
That's part of your job, your HOH.
I could do that anyway, I suppose, because I got all access.
To go up.
Yeah.
Year round.
I don't leave you with
so
exactly, 2 people will get mad. Like
CBS cares.
I
care about CBS.
So 28% of the house is going to be mad at me.
The in-laws like to have Y&R and Bold and the Beautiful every day, so that they can watch it at their leisure.
I'm very inclined.
I know, it's leisure. I just said leisure just to piss some people off. I'm just kidding.
I want to find out what they're thinking.
I just wanted to be different for a minute.
I need to find out.
Oh wait, I'm crazy. That's right. I'm always different.
Of course they're thinking you, but I don't care if they're thinking you. I'm not looking out for their game. I'm looking out for my game. Of course they're gonna. Kiera, if someone comes up here and says your name, throws your name under the bus, that doesn't bother me.
Oh, Zeta, you're not in Canada? Orlando, Canada, right?
Because
that's the capital.
It doesn't.
Orlando.
That's not taken into consideration.
Disney World in Orlando, Canada. Canada. No.
I do hope you win the triple, and I do truly hope that you follow through and bring me along with you.
I have a
chance
of winning the triple because it's like true or false, and like I would keep you.
And
I would keep you safe to the triple. It's best for my game.
And I believe that, and I think that would be amazing for both of us. And I think you're right; it would bring a more even keel to the house, as opposed to say some stronger players.
I kept her up
triple
late.
is a good time to really like.
No. Don't.
3 players, boom. One of them wins POV, but at least.
Show was late last night. She was up late. She stayed up late.
Very likely, unless some very weird thing happens, like you know, people decide not to see through, or which I doubt, right?
Yeah.
So.
Also depends who wins.
Exactly. If a strong player wins, then you know it's one strong player. If that strong player.
Yeah, Dory is from Canada but lives in LA or Las Vegas, I believe.
I can say for a fact there are some strong players that do see the benefit in having not just strong players in the final 5.
Yeah, why do in the final 3 you always cut the stronger player and keep the weaker player next to you, because it always happens.
AB, you're right. I would consider Zeta the channel's official BB Canada expert because she has watched all the seasons.
And who they're working with.
So
good luck.
I rely on her expertise to guide me into some historical knowledge if she ever needs to parse some onto me.
I know you're close with Anthony. Good. You know, I feel okay with Anthony as well. I know you're close with Adam. That's a very solid thing. Adam's a really strong
Yes, Phoenix is from Canada. That's correct.
So, if I were you, I wouldn't worry.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't know what you mean, but I'll pretend.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't worry about going home or going.
Well, I will tell everyone tomorrow officially if
Okay.
you are going up or no. Like nobody's being told tonight, obviously, yes or no. It's only fair that I hear everyone's voices first.
Do you already have ideas?
I do have ideas, and like I said, my ideas are not like you're here, and my direction's that way. Okay. Is that fair?
That's fair. Thank you.
I'll have to do that for tonight. I know it's you know it's a bit
No.
frustrating, and
I wanted to shake your foot. I didn't expect you to tell me anything tonight. I don't expect you to even know tonight.
Right.
I just wanted to talk and like kind of open up the door to and like have the conversation again that we see this game going in the same or similar direction in terms of like what kind of players we see in the final 5.
Yeah.
Because like I think you and I both like don't want to be the only like weaker one against a bunch of strong players.
I think it would be only fair if it was a bunch of us even level players, right? You did well in the mental. Okay, I did a bit better. I'll take some credit for that.
I knew you weren't gonna get one wrong, and you didn't. But you did really good.
Wow.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And also when we were practicing,
You didn't get any of them wrong.
Mark
Got
is
them
so
all
much better at this
exactly.
than me.
It was all
And, like,
speeches.
But I also had to. But you know your days faster than I do, because I haven't practiced at all this week because it's been a little bit.
He has been practicing on his own.
Also, when you're on the block all the
I have
time,
seen
it's
that a
really hard
lot.
to practice.
It is,
He's
It's been
talking to himself with numbers all the
but thank
time
you for
on those
talking to me
days.
and for hearing me out and for not letting
I'm
other
not really
people's opinions
surprised
because
considering
of your
that.
Yeah.
own.
People coming to me and saying I want to put up Kiera means
But all of
I
them?
know, but
me. I don't give a
some people just want to please the house and cause little ripple effect, right?
I don't
We've
care.
seen that.
If my ass gets
So-
burned next week, too fucking bad. I honestly
But
don't
at the end of the day, no matter who you put up, somebody will be upset,
Of course.
right? And so it's just about having the right people not upset, or about having the people that see the game in the same direction as you not being upset, because you want to go to the final 5.
I would very much like to.
You want to go even past that, right?
In the final 5, at that point, it doesn't matter because it's all HOHs and POVs and everyone plays. Then it's literally down to who can be a comp beast.
And also very much luck. A lot of those comps are luck at the end.
Yeah, very much so.
Sorry, I farted.
Oh, did you really?
It was an accident.
I'm kidding.
Yankee.
Thank you.
No problem.
Behave yourself.
We'll talk. Okay?
Okay.
And I will let everyone know tomorrow, of course.
There was the obligatory hug between
That's okay. I think it was better that
Mark
it didn't
and
happen
Kiera.
because
It would have been
yeah, it was good transition
They
with my friend.
and they had the obligatory hug and a high five.
Do you want me to send someone up, or are you going to just...
You could say the room is empty if you'd like, and I'm just listening, and if people want to come, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, he's going to be listening to some music, and he's going to be making waffles. I don't know why I got Donkey on the brain right now. I don't know why. I watched Shrek one time, and he says I'm making waffles, and I don't know why. I just love that. And by the way, I will never watch another one of those Shrek movies. I've never watched 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. I know there aren't 8 of them. There's like 4. Or is there a 5th one coming? I think there's a 5th one coming. 2020, I think. Donkey on the brain. I'm a jackass, right? Well, I'm a jackass and I'm crazy. Well, I put the jackass name on. But yeah. Esty has now entered the room. Esty has now quietly entered the room, and she's trying to bogart his snacks. Ah!
Did you find the song?
Not yet.
No, she just looked inside the box like, what's in the box? But now she's sitting on the same couch with Mark, and she's curled up next to him, but not against him. By the way, pata sucia all around for both of them. Thank you very much.
Wait. Is the one?
That's Killers, yeah.
Oh no, I thought that was a Kanye.
Oh, they're listening together to the
oh, I love this
iShuffle or
so
iPod Shuffle that they've got.
It's crazy.
I love it. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time on this playlist.
I think he just said he had the Killers on there.
Whoa.
Which Killers, you ask? The Killers.
I did it in an hour.
The band Killers.
Really?
They're not killers. They're just the band called the Killers. They're not killers. They don't kill people.
How did you fit 200?
Maybe with their music they
I
kill
can fit
people.
more actually.
Really?
I
Yeah, because I
suppose.
didn't download them off the tube of views. I did another site.
So we're just going to have a listening session.
Gotta get.
Okay. Well, all right. Then I'll just check one other thing. Since he's not going to have a strategy session here. We got Kiera. Vote Quimby. I don't know why I just started channeling Mayor Quimby for a second. That's the New England in me. Here's Adam, or Adam, and Kyra, it looks like.
Kids are always on the go. So
they sure are. Car commercial. SUV. Or, Jesus Christ, 7-passenger seating? Dodge Grand Caravan. Canada's most bullshit car.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
Maybe, I don't know. Like,
I wouldn't want to take Esty.
For people who procreate too much.
Yeah,
the Dodge
same
Caravan.
both you
The Dodge Grand Caravan.
So if she goes this week, then that's one less person, right?
Yeah. No, but it went good. I was smart. I didn't say anything. I really gave nothing other than what direction I see this game going in. And if he sees it the same way, great. Let's keep playing together.
You're probably in the best position in this house.
I know.
Like, to be honest.
But also, I took your advice. You gave good advice to me, and I appreciate that. So I need a guy to be like, no, you just have to be practical and just chill. Because, like, girls are, like, really, like,
A Chrysler Town and Country.
Honestly, the best thing you do is
Now,
just
see,
do
Kim.
nothing.
Yeah.
All week long.
Yeah, I just had a chill talk.
You have an excuse to have a vehicle like that.
And you're here.
You got a good excuse. Damn good excuse. That's a good vehicle, though, by the way. Just a good vehicle, period.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have one, but I know of a few people that have had them, and they're damn good. Old ones and recent ones.
Well,
They've been making that one for years. And I'm not like a car person. I don't know shit about cars, but I just know that that's been a good model.
When?
For like the last hour.
You name your car Rosie? That's cool.
Oh.
All right, so we're still on the. They're no longer strategizing. They're out in the kitchen now. Esty, I'm going to go one more time back over to Esty and to Mark and see what's going on there. See if they're talking any strategy. If not, then I'm going to close up shop here for the night. But it looks like she's just kind of curled up, pata sucia, on the couch. And she's curled up like right next to him, but not rubbing on him. Other than, looks like maybe she's just maybe touching his shoulder a little bit, but I don't think she's really flirting with him too much. I think she leaves that she keeps that for Dane. Exclusively, I think.
Ever notice how much stuff you have when you have a family?
No. You ever notice how many goddamn commercials you put on this bitch? Zeta, really? I love you, Z.
Reggae, like
I have
reggaeton.
one reggae song. Oh, that's a sick song. Let's see if I can find it. We'll go
Yeah,
for
they're
few
still
movies, I
listening
can't
to
find it
something. They mentioned. She mentioned something about reggae just a moment ago, which I love reggae. Shout out to Bob Marley. Then Ziggy.
Do you have any like?
What was that?
Do you have any like Miguel or like Frank Ocean or? No.
Boy, aren't we choosy, Miguel or Frank Ocean? Jesus Christ, aren't we being a little extra choosy about what you got? God damn.
I mean, that's it actually.
That's it.
No answer. No, it's not. No.
I'd be like, give me Duran Duran and Daft Punk.
Oh, this is it.
And some Prince.
Like it.
Only the best of Prince, by the way. None of that new power generation bullshit.
Like after we listen to it?
Sure, or as we go.
Okay.
Well, maybe a little.
Sometimes it's hard to understand people singing.
That's a good song.
Ooh, Brian. What's Ooh, Brian for? There you go. See?
Song, I love it.
See?
Where's the sun?
Yeah.
It's in the sky. Well, it's actually in outer space.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow. Grumbly tummy tonight. I don't know why.
With your loving presence.
What does that mean? Como donde Che Guevara?
I don't know what that word means.
Like where and how is Che Guevara? Or what and how?
Como.
Como is how, right?
Yeah.
And donde is where?
How, where?
Where?
Primavera is spring, right?
Yeah, primavera is spring.
Yeah. Despacito.
Menudo.
Menudo.
Lavender?
The flag.
The flag, yeah.
Hervé Villechaize.
Here is the something that is clear.
Yeah.
And it's transparent. My love is transparent.
Oh, so they're listening to a Spanish language song, and she's trying to help him.
Wanted presence.
He's trying to understand it too. He's kind of getting the gist of it.
Che Guevara, is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Like
Che Guevara. Well, Che Guevara is you know what Che Guevara is, right?
No.
He's a Cuban freedom fighter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah, he knows his Che Guevara. Ah, all right.
He's a revolution.
Yeah. Is this a political song? Because it's talking about like the flag.
Yeah, they're talking about Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Che Guevara. Che Guevara. Well, I kind of like the way Mark says Che Guevara. That is the correct, at least as far as I understand that, I believe that is the correct way to say it if you really want to throw the accente into it. I don't even know if it's accente or not, but I'm probably Spanglishing the word. Let's see. Okay, so by the way, folks, many of you may have known, since you're talking about Prince here, Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor, written by Prince. Manic Monday by the Bangles, written by Prince. Just a couple. There's a whole shit ton. You don't even understand how much shit he wrote for people. Oh, fuck. Raspberry Beret is one of my favorites, Yank. That of his. That's probably... Everything he said lyrically was like... When he went to that whole thing of being that sign and shit, and he was the artist, that was, in hindsight, that's probably like the most appropriate thing he did at the time, because he was making a statement that, God damn it, I am an artist. And we all kind of mocked him for having a squiggly sign for a name and thought that's a little eccentric. Yeah, well, it was eccentric. Yeah. It was a little odd, a little peculiar, but it was catchy as fuck. People got... that shit was so... I mean, that was merched all over the place. Shirts, keychains, fucking hats, I mean, whatever. Not to mention more albums. And... yeah. I mean, if you listen to his words for almost any of those songs in the 80s, any of his shit, but mainly that 80s shit, the stuff that in his prime, holy shit. I mean, the guy would tell stories, and he would paint you these pictures, and he would actually include colors in his descriptions. You know, Purple Rain, Raspberry Beret. I mean, goddamn. I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I mean, there isn't enough that can be said about Prince. Some may not like him, but God damn it, whew. I mean, you kind of have to respect the track record, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna shut it down for the night, folks. Thank you for hanging in. It's been 2 hours, so the discussions in the house along the lines of strategy and such seem to be diminished considerably. Actually, down to nothing. There's just a little bit of music listening between SD and Mark, and then of course there's a little bit of I think there was a little bit of pool playing downstairs, but other than that, really not much else going on, and it is just about time for them to start turning in for bed, because Big Brother does have a tendency to like them to go to bed promptly, somewhere between 12 and 1 a.m. Eastern time, which right now it's 12:32 Eastern. So good morning to those of you out there in the East Coast. And yeah, so tomorrow we're going to have nominations. To recap, Mark is your new HOH. He won a question competition that everybody had. You had to name the date or the day in the game that a certain phrase or quote, which was played aloud to them of a house guest, but the quote was garbled to make the house guest sound drunk as fuck. And they did a great job at making people sound drunk as fuck. I don't know how they did it. I mean, I suppose sound distortion is a brilliant thing. It can be. And they did a good job of it, it seemed, from the first 2 questions that we got to hear. Mark took the lead very early with the first question right, and then he got the second question right, where only some people got the second question right. No one other than himself on the first question got it right. And you had to put the specific number of the day. It wasn't a matter of getting closest without going over or any of that Price is Right rules bullshit that CBS usually does. This was exact numbers. You had to put little placards out with the numbers and get it exact. If you didn't get it, you didn't get a point. Mark nailed, according to what was said by one of the house guests tonight, who was basically congratulating him, he got every one of them right. He got every one exactly right. So, Mark is your new HOH, and he's going to probably make some very powerful move in the game this week, but it's going to be interesting to see what it's going to be. It did sound like that his discussion with Damien seemed to be the beginning of possibly a new, I think what could be a possible new alliance in the game. They didn't really agree to an alliance of any sort, but it seemed like he was trying to make Damien feel very, very comfortable in that he has no intentions in going after him or doing anything with him. So it leaves a lot to be said about, maybe Cory. Kiera was getting their few minutes in with him. He did not give Kiera the same type of concessions or the same type of talk that he gave to Damien. He also spoke with Adam. That discussion was mostly kind of bro talk, it seemed. And I did not catch any other discussions that I can think of other than he's now with Esty and they're just listening to music and they're not talking game. So I'm assuming there's not going to be much game talk between them, and if there is, he may not go after her. So we'll know tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow who the nominees are. And tomorrow night we'll be back at our normal time, 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central, 7:30 West Coast. And we'll have information on the nominees, how it was done and all that. And we'll go from there. So thank you all for being here tonight, for whether it's been for a couple minutes or a couple hours or somewhere in between. I really appreciate those of you that have come back and jumped back in after being away for a bit. I hope you keep coming back and be regulars. I know Canadian Big Brother may not necessarily be your thing, but I hope to make it at least presentable and give you at least enough of a taste of Big Brother at this time of year to there's something new of Big Brother, that is. Maybe you get to see you're getting my take on my first experience with Canadian Big Brother. So I'm new to the Canadian world too on this, and I will say, in the sense of the house, I'm impressed this year. In the sense of the house, not the cast, not the cast. The cast is relatively meh at best, but I think the game will start to pick up now because they are getting rid of a couple of people that really aren't bringing a lot to the table, and divisions are going to start to happen in the game, and we're going to start to have things pick up in the next 28 days that remain. So, but with that said, I would like to thank you again. Zeta, Yankee, thank you very much for your help tonight, being great mods as usual. Wonky, who's over here on the floor, I'd like to thank her as well for being a great mod, even though she's been kind of napping in the last 30 minutes to 40 minutes or so. But rightfully so, she's sleeping right through it, and it's good that I'm not disturbing her. I feel great about that. I've been trying to keep a relatively calm, normal tone, so that I don't get too much to... Well, you can hear that I really... actually, you may not hear me over her. Just kidding. That's exactly right. And anyway, I'm going to sign off because, I think it's time to really go to bed. So until tomorrow night, peace, love, and we'll see you later. I'll say goodnight for Wonky. Good night, Wonky. Or night. Or something. Right, Wonky? Alright. Just putting the hat over you guys there.